This is Tranisha Cottrell, and welcome back to First Love Yourself, where love, life, and Christ combine. For those of you that are new, go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up because I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you allowing me to be used as a vessel, as an oracle for the sound system of the kingdom of heaven, for allowing my words or the wisdom and the things that I've learned to be able to help you in however I can. And so today we're going to talk about trusting you. I know like the melanin is popping today. Usually I got the lights all reflecting on me, but I figured, okay, this is who I am. And this is like my real complexion, just to let y'all know. Because when you meet people in person, you'd be like, oh, hey, girl. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with the skin tone. You still appreciate their melanin. You still appreciate how their skin be popping, everything else. Hopefully the noise around me isn't too loud and you can hear what I'm saying. But yeah, so this is my true complexion. Yeah, it's popping. It is. And that's what it is. It is what it is. And so anyways, I just thought I'd clarify that at the beginning because, usually I have the lights all over and it's just like illuminating and it's still glowy, but it's like just a different tint. But yeah, this is like my real complexion. I know I did a dramatic pause on purpose because some people are like, what? And then some people are like, don't nobody care about that because we were just saying we want to just hear the message. We don't even care about that. So, so let's go ahead and get into it. I have been really doing some uncomfortable things in my life lately. And you can't AO always says in his things, you just can't grow, you can't expand, you can't become better in the comfortable zone. That's just it's something that's impossible. In order for you to grow, in order for you to become a better person, in order for you to do better, to learn, to do all of the things in life that you're intending to do, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to do things afraid. You have to do things even when you're scared. And earlier today, I really just had a moment where I was like, do I even trust myself? Because sometimes we feel like it comes when we trust someone else. We feel like it comes from our trust in God. And honestly, if I'm being honest, my struggle wasn't from trusting God, it was from trusting myself because of the past decisions I've made, because of things that I've done in my life. I really felt like, can I trust myself to choose another person if I things didn't work out in the past, if I haven't been in a successful healthy relationship, can I trust myself if I haven't been successful with my business? Can I make the type of decisions that will actually allow my business to grow? Can I really step out on faith and trust in God? Because it's when with God everything is possible. With us it's impossible. Like we could do things and try to hustle and bustle and do all of these things to make it happen, but when you trust in God and you start to believe in yourself, oh my gosh, can you imagine what you could accomplish if you actually believed in you? If you actually took a moment and said, you know what, I might not have succeeded in this in the past, but it was necessary in order for me to learn for the future. If you actually acknowledge the fact that you didn't know that relationships could be healthy in the past, maybe you didn't know that there was even a possibility for some of the things that you're doing in your life. Maybe you really thought that this was the best that life had. Like I thought that was the best that relationships were. I really thought relationships were meant to be miserable. I didn't know that you could actually be happy with someone. I didn't know that someone would actually want better for you. I didn't know, and this is no dig, no shade at any of the past people at all. I'm just telling you what I believed because this is my truth. I don't know their opinion, so I can't speak on their opinion, but this is how I felt. And so I really was thinking this is the best that life has. We just have to settle in every area. We just have to be content with the bare minimum. We have to be content with knowing that things can't get better instead of believing for more. And I know that that's not true now. I know that if you want to succeed, you really do have to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to go places that you've never been. You have to be willing to trust God in areas that you can't see the end of it yet. You're in the middle and you don't know how it's going to end, but you just know you have faith in God. You have faith that everything is going to work out the way that He intended it to. That's the trick. We have this idea in our mind of how we think things are going to go. But when you really put your faith in God, God can make the impossible possible. He will show you miracle signs and wonders. I mean, things in my life happen so miraculously. I don't know. I can't explain. I'm trying not to cry. Every time I talk about God, I get a little teary eyed. But I'm really trying to explain, like, I can't even fix my mouth to say how it's possible for a lot of the things that happened in my life. And sometimes we want to make it seem like it's us that made it happen when really it's God. Sometimes we want to feel like we're like the big person on campus. We got it like that. And it's nothing wrong with being confident, but don't be arrogant. And also be wise in the world but fool with God. Because know that God's plan is strategic and it's perfect. Nobody makes a love story like God's. No one creates a life story like God's. And if we're willing to listen, to learn, to use our ears to hear, our eyes to see, when we're willing to actually learn from our past experiences, when we're willing to go at it afraid, even when we don't see how it's going to turn out, when we're willing to have faith for the things that are unseen, when we're willing to actually believe in ourselves and trust ourselves to make better decisions in the future, know that that person that made those bad decisions in the past is not you. You're no longer that person anymore. People can change, they can evolve, they can grow. You can become a better person. You don't ever have to settle in the person that you used to be. You're no longer that person anymore. Know that you deserve better. Know that you can be better and trust yourself. So if you're going to start trusting yourself from today on, put trust in the comments. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing Friday night.